him from the yard.
This is Don the Diecast Pirate, and today I have for you a very special Redline restoration of a purple on purple custom Barracuda. I'm building this one for my buddy Scott Daniels. Let's get it up on the turntable and take a look at it. Alright, as you can see, the paint's all messed up, the hood is missing. The glass has a little bit of a crack right there where that A-pillar got bent, and a little bit of a crack in the back. So we'll go ahead and put a reproduction glass in this car. I do have a reproduction hood for it. So let it come around one more time. Alright. And look at that base. We'll get that all cleaned up and everything. So let's get this thing taken apart and see what we're working with. Alright, so I got it all drilled. I have not taken it apart yet, so let's take a look. So here's the base, Hong Kong base. We'll get those, we'll try and take those wheels off of there, see if we can save those, but I'm going to put reproductions on this car. Here's that interior. That'll clean up nicely. And this glass. Like I said, there's a crack right there. And right there on that front corner. So it looks like both A-pillars are bent a little bit. Let's see if we can do something about that right now. Don't get too aggressive with this, Don. I don't know. I think I want to try a little tappy. Alright. It's not really doing much. Of course, I don't want to get too aggressive with it. Tap. Alright. And now that roof looks a little cockeyed to me. I think and these cars won't be completely perfect, but I do want to get it to where the glass fits without being too constrained. I just tapped right there a couple times, see if that does anything. Not trying to get too aggressive with it, just a little bit of tap. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. See if these wheels will come off of here or not. That's not going to come. That's not going to come. Yeah, those are on there very well. So let's go ahead and cut those off right now. Being careful not to cut those bearings. Probably a little too There it comes. Yeah, no. There we go. I don't know what the threshold is of go and no go on these, like what's too tight, right? And I don't want to find out what that limit is because every axle could be different. You know, if some are more corroded than others, you may end up breaking the axle and pulling that bearing off. So I would rather keep those original bearings intact. Alright, let's get these tires out of here. Let's go ahead and see if we can pull these axles out of here. Show it on camera, Don. Okay. Alright. Some of these come out a lot easier than others, and I'm not sure if it's the casting or what. There we go, there's that side. So I'm going to lift this up out of that groove. Or try to. And there we go. There's one. I probably won't put these back in on camera, but we'll find out. I just don't want there's that side. I don't want to put these in the lime away in water if I don't have to. Like if it was a US base, I wouldn't have to. I would leave the original wheels on until it's out of that solution. But if I can keep these plastic bearings from going in that stuff, I do my best to make sure I can. So that's why I take these axles out. Alright, that's about ready to come out. There it goes. Didn't let it go flying that time. Alright, we'll get these posts cleaned up and drilled and tapped and take things to the stripper and cleaners, and we'll come back for the next step. Alright, so I had this hood from Second Chance Redlines, and I thought, well, let's go ahead and get this hood fitted before we take this to the stripper. So let's get this out of here. Now, taking a look at these posts, that one there has a little bit of a thing on top, so let's get the file out. I want a couple different files here. I have, so basically, I mean, this could be any flat file for this first part. And you want to be extremely careful with this, so I'll see if I can, I don't know if that's going to show up on the camera or not. How that post has that thing on top, but I'm just going to take that off just a little bit. Just to make sure that post is rounded a little more. Okay. And the next thing, I know from experience, if I drop this hood in, it's not going to go in right in because the original hood, the pins broke on it. So these holes are too small, the slots are too small for that to just fit right in. So let's go ahead and take this needle file. And I may need, this one broke, I may need to get a new one out if I have one. Let's see here. I do have one more, and I forget where I got these. I may have gotten them off of Amazon. I don't remember. It's been so long. And that one's that one's thicker, so I don't think I want to use it. I may need to get a new one. So we'll go ahead and use the one that I have for right now. So on the passenger side, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to go in from the top. And I'm going to rotate it clockwise, because I want to file the back part where it was pinched. So I'm just going to push forward into there as I'm rotating clockwise. See if we can get that opened up. And that looks like it may work, but let's go ahead and do the driver's side now. On this one, I'll flip it over this way again, but instead of twisting clockwise, I'm going to twist it counterclockwise. Again, to open up the part where it was pinched over. Alright, let's see if this hood goes in now. Okay, so the driver's side is going in. That's that side that I had to file a little bit, but it also had a flat spot. So I may do the same thing on here. I may put a flat spot on the back side of that post. Alright. And the passenger side is still not going in. Let's see if we can get that back out of there very carefully. We don't want to force this. If we force it, those tabs will and can and will break. So, what did I say? So look this way. The driver's side is going in, but the passenger side isn't. It's just not quite going in there. Let's see if we can. One more time. It may have more to do with the shape of this post than anything else. I may just be sitting proud because it's coming down so far. You gotta remember when you're working with these hoods, they are a very soft material. They're softer than the original. So you just want to take your time with them. Don't force them. Okay, so the post is still not going into where I need it to. It's going in, but it's not going up in where I need it to, and there may be a little bit of something there on the front. Okay, I see what it is now. The driver's side is binding when I spin it, so okay. Let's see if that got it. It's still binding. I think I need to open up the driver's side more. Alright, here we go. Oh, here's another needle file. I did have one. I already pulled it out of that package. Okay. This is the one that has the rounded edge on the back. So just here on the back side of the hood, it looks like there was a little bit of something there. I don't think we needed it to open any more than that. I think that's good. Now, let's get the base back out here. We don't need the interior. I just want to hold the base up here and look at how this hood is fitting. Alright. So the hood is too flat. Slight pressure on there. Let's see what that does. Oh, I see. I just noticed something in right there. It looks like the hood's hitting the fender. A little bit of something just right there. Okay. And let's get the base back up there again. Okay, so I think... Okay, so I know what's going on now. It's not that the corners need to be bent down, it's that it's hitting the engine. Alright, let's pull that back out of there for a second. And undo this. Take a look at the bottom of this hood. Let's take a look at this one here. I have this original hood here. And see how that fits. Oh, that's why. I think this was listed as a Hong Kong hood. But if you look at the scoops, this is a hood that was made for a US car. You see here. Okay. That fits perfectly. Don't remember where I bought this one. I'll look this part number up on SC Redlines and see what that brings up. It's P0028M. Alright, so I think this is my mistake. Here is the listing on the website. It's the P0028M, and it doesn't say US or HK. Like, let's take a look at this one right here for the AMX, where it has US after the part number. This one doesn't have that. But if I look at the scoops, I can tell by looking at it that it's a US hood. So that was my bad. So SC Redlines. I mean, look at all this stuff, guys. You know, you got your T-Bird hoods, you got your custom Firebird hoods, you got your custom Cadillac Eldorado hoods, Barracuda US, obviously the AMX hood. They got Cord hoods, custom Continental hoods. There's your custom Mustang. That's a HK for Hong Kong. So that was my fault. I know the difference between Hong Kong and US hoods. So, yep. All right, we'll be back. All right, so I really didn't do much with this hood other than, you know, I washed it and everything, but we're gonna go ahead and buff this base out, give this body a good buffing. Okay, so there's that. Come back when we're ready for polish. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get this all polished up with the Flitz polish. If you don't have some of this, you should get some. I mean, for the price, you cannot beat the quality of the polish that you get using this. And I'll go ahead and get everything coated, and then we'll give it a good buffing, and then we'll come back when we're all done with that. Alright, let's see what we got. So I did give the hood a light polish, not too rough, not too harsh, just enough to go over it with the buffing pad. So we got some good shine there. Let's take a look at this base. I think that's going to clean up very nice. Definitely looking a lot better than it was. We'll get that cleaned up. And then the body here, right? Look at that beautiful shine. Alright, so we'll get these taken out to the sink, and we'll get them cleaned up and degreased and everything, get the body ready for paint. And then we'll come back and for the next step, whatever that may be. Alright, all ready for paint here on this Barracuda, and we're going, obviously, with the Spectra Flame Purple from the Redline shop. This time I went ahead and reduced it with the reducer from the Redline shop, just to see how it's going to turn out. I've kind of noticed that some of the paints from the Redline shop are coming out, seems like darker, and I just wanted to see what they look like when I reduce them. So it may be something in the future where I don't reduce as much. I just want to see what it looks like when I reduce it 1:1. So we'll give this a shot and see what we get. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present to you the Purple Custom Barracuda. The Purple Custom Barracuda that I restored for my friend Scott, and we'll get this up on the turntable and take a look at it. Alright, as you can see, the paint's all messed up, the hood is missing. The glass has a little bit of a crack right there where that A-pillar got bent, and a little bit of a crack in the back. So we'll go ahead and put a reproduction glass in this car. I do have a reproduction hood for it. Alright, so here it is in its purple glory. I don't even remember what this car looked like, honestly. It's been so long since I started it. I just finished it tonight. Now, the window glass from Second Chance Redlines, I fogged it up, and I don't know if dipping it would... It's from heating it with water, and it's not the best way to do it. I think I discolored it, and so that's on me. I'll have to figure out a better way to do that. Since I needed more glass, he didn't have any in stock. I ended up getting some off of eBay, which it didn't fit quite right, and I had to file down the front edge, and it still doesn't fit quite right. The glass from Second Chance Redlines will fit better. It was my fault for not having an incandescent light bulb or something. There's got to be a better way for me to gently heat those windows without discoloring them. So that being said, I just showed a picture of this to Scott, and he was blown away. So I'm going to get this in the mail and send it off to him so I can go ahead and get the video out this week. Diecast International Builders, we have the Rat Rod build coming up in a couple weeks, and then March is Mercedes. Oh, but he also has love boats for Valentine's Day. March is a Mercedes build. April is autism awareness. May is pickup trucks. So we hope you'll join us for those. Yeah, so check them out. Build with us if you can. We'd really love to see what you can do. And stick around. More Redlines coming up. Always Redlines. And going to be adding some more customs and stuff in. Building with some other people and things like that. So if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below and click that like button. Ring the bell for notifications. This is Don the Diecast Pirate. I'll see you next time.